coming
Why
up.
is it that I grew up on a plantation in Alabama under the Jim Crow laws? Why did we do better then than we are now when we really had the laws against us and we as black people were able to do better then than today? Why is that?
Well, because I guess it was so much against us. We have more opportunity now. We have more opportunity.
So we're doing worse because we
but-
got more opportunities?
Well, and then the system has brought the drugs in.
But what made them take the drugs? The system didn't bring them in and put them in your throat. I have with me Elder Terry Wilson. He is the senior pastor of Good News Baptist Church in Los Angeles, California. He is vice president of Silver Lining of Hope Crusade. And thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
I really
Good to
appreciate
be
you
here.
being here.
Good to be here.
Elder Wilson took the place of Pastor Chuck Singleton of Loveland Church, a black man who didn't show up. Why do you think black people are always late?
It's so many things, so many challenges in life. So we don't know what his challenge was today. He might not have wanted to disclose whatever might have been going on with him.
I know, but the point is he didn't call my producer early this morning so she would know.
Right. Well, I'm gonna share that with him and see what it is. And
Yeah. Let me ask, were you called by God to be a minister?
yes.
And how do you know?
I got the revelation when I was a teenager that I would be able to help people. As a matter of fact, during that time, I was indulging with some substance abuse.
Oh, yeah?
I fasted for 6 days. That came on me to fast for 6 days, and then the Lord had showed me where I would be a help to people that were on substance abuse.
What were you addicted to?
Slits Bull. You ever been Slits the Bull? And marijuana. I was drinking during that time
Wow.
and smoking
And-
marijuana.
Really?
And so God showed me where.
So were you high and drunk when God called you?
Well, during the fast is when He showed me that I would be able to help people.
Oh, okay.
And that my life would be changed. And so I at that time I had stopped using. And then I went back to using, and then several other things happened to me. Eventually ended up on crack, cocaine.
Really?
I spent 15 years on that. And then God delivered me. I've been over 20 years sober now.
You been in jail?
Been to jail.
You been to prison?
Been to prison,
Really?
yes.
How long were you in prison?
I did 2 prison terms. I spent 12 months on one case and then 14 months on another one.
That's amazing, man.
Yes.
And so you doing okay now?
I'm doing excellent. God has delivered me, and He is using me to help to deliver other people.
Okay. Are
So,
you
yeah.
married?
No, I'm not married.
Have
now.
you ever been married?
Yes.
And what happened?
Well, my first marriage, me and my wife, we were together, we were using.
Oh.
And when the Lord called me out of that life and told me that if I didn't change, that I would die, I left her. She stayed on, and then eventually I filed for divorce.
Oh, okay. And then
And
you got married again.
Then I got married again.
And what happened to that one?
The last wife, she passed away. She
Oh.
passed away in 2014 of cervical cancer.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Sorry to hear about that.
yes.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have 5 children. myself.
Really? By
Yes.
both wives?
Oh, no, one.
The
My
last one
first
that
wife.
died.
No, the
Oh,
first wife.
the
I
drug
had
addict.
5 children, yes.
Really?
And I was a single parent. I raised my 5 children as well.
Right on.
After getting out of prison, the Lord was able to reunite me with my children. They were still babies, and I was able to raise
So
them.
they're doing fine.
They're doing fine. I have one son who graduated from UCLA. I have another son who just finished at Santa Monica College. I have another daughter who graduated and got her BA degree. And so I have 2 other children that I'm praying for, and I want you all to help pray for them as well.
Right on.
So the Lord really, He's really blessed.
I'm glad to
Blessed
hear that,
me.
man.
Yes.
I really am. This show is called The Fallen State. And the reason I call it that, because I've noticed that human beings are in a fallen state and they don't know it. Do you know what the fallen state is?
Fallen state is being falling from God's grace,
Yes.
falling from His favor, His grace.
Yeah, well, not necessarily grace, because it's His grace that keep us alive and keep us going, but they have fallen away from God.
Yes.
And why is that?
Why is that? It's so much now, I believe, that distracts us. And I believe that because of our flesh, because of we love pleasure so much, And because as well as our greatness, God, we are created in God's image and his likeness. And so we as men and women, we have egos. We're able to create. And so sometimes we just forget who's given us the ability to create.
It seems to be worse today than any other time.
Yes, it is, especially with the killing that is taking place among our youth. I'm also vice president of Silver Lining of Hope, and it's an organization of clergy and laypersons that have come together to try to end the violent crimes that are taking place in our city. Young black males, brown males are becoming targets just by being out there on the street, and that is the craziness.
And this is happening by other blacks and Hispanics, right?
Blacks,
They're
Hispanics, black on black,
right.
brown on black, black on brown, yes.
Okay. I want to go back to something. You said that we were created in God's image. Were men and women created in God's image or just men?
Men and women.
Women are created in God's image?
God created man, and then he pulled woman out of the rib of man.
And so was the woman created in the man's image or God's image?
Woman was created in God's image as well.
But if man came from God, right?
Yes.
And the woman came from the man, and then he create her in his image, the man, doesn't the woman look like the man because she came from him?
The woman looks like the man, but they were all one. And God pulled woman out of the man.
I know, but he took his hand and created man in his image.
Right, yes.
And I'm just asking because I was thinking about this today. God created man in his image, and then from the man, he created the woman. And so wouldn't the woman be subject to the man? As man is subject to God?
Yes, according to scriptures, yes.
Because she's created in his image, right?
She is created in the image of God as well. She is a part of...
Does it say that in the Bible?
It says that God created man in that sense. In Genesis, it's generic. It simply means man and woman. And so the woman was pulled up out of the man. And so women have the ability as well. We're not necessarily above women. We are equal. Women are able to do great things.
So you are equal to a woman?
Women, we are equal. We have different roles, but yes, we are equal.
So you're not the head of the woman?
The head. I am the leader of the household.
But not the head of your wife?
Yes, I am head.
Of what?
Of the house.
But the Bible said the head of the wife. Are you the head of your wife?
Yes, as Christ is the head, but that does not make her less than I am. That just simply says we have the different roles.
So let's just get this straight though. You don't have a wife now?
No.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes.
You look like you have a girlfriend.
Yes, I do.
And so, are you living with her?
No.
Are you the head of your girlfriend?
No, I'm not the head of my girlfriend.
Why not?
She's just a girlfriend. I'm not the head of her.
Oh, were you the head of your wife when you had one?
Yes, I was the head of my household.
But the Bible doesn't say household, it says wife.
Well, I'm her covering.
Not if you're not the head, you're the cover of the house, but not the wife.
Well,
is that true?
That does not make her lesser than me.
No one said it did. Why are you saying that?
I'm saying that she's
Why are you saying
equal. That? Well, we were discussing
but do you think
she's
for you
equal
to be
or
the
not.
head of your wife, that made her less?
She's not less. No.
I mean, do you think that?
No.
Why do you keep bringing that up then?
Because you asked me that earlier.
No, the only thing I asked you, were you the head of your wife?
Right.
You said, I'm the head of the house, but that doesn't make her less.
Right.
You said that. I didn't ask that.
Okay.
What is the state of black men right now?
What is the state of black men right now? I think we're very challenged. It's a challenge for black men.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You would say that it's bad.
Yes.
And why is it so bad?
Because of poverty, because of
Meaning that they don't have any food or nowhere to sleep and no clothes.
It's because of
They're
economic
hungry?
status.
No, it's
Because of the lack of Jesus.
So let's do one at a time. You said poverty, meaning that they're going without
Economic,
things.
yes.
I don't see a hungry black anywhere.
You don't see a hungry black anywhere? I see a lot of them.
They provide downtown.
I
Those
see a
people
lot
are
of
on
them. There's
drugs,
a
though.
no,
Not
not all
because
of
they
them.
don't
Not
have
everybody
family.
downtown is on drugs.
Right, but
Not everybody-
those that you're feeding every day are alcoholics, on drugs, or have got themselves in some bad
There are
situations.
people that have lost their jobs. There are people that they're single parents that have 4 or 5 kids that come through my line that just don't have enough. They just cannot afford to feed
So you
their
think
family.
black men are in this condition because of physical things, the lack of?
Because first of all, they don't know Jesus. A lot of them don't know Jesus, and then
Why
the
don't they know
economic
Jesus? They're
status.
they're coming from Christian homes.
Not all of them.
So most
Not
of these
all
black
of them.
mothers don't know God.
Not all of them.
But most of them do know God. You
Not-
can ask the average black person, are you a Christian? They're going to say yes.
Well, to say you're a
Isn't that
Christian
true?
and to follow the principles that Jesus laid down, it's 2 different things.
So you think it's because of the lack of things and
Lack
they
of-
don't know God?
Education, economic status, that's a challenge for us. as a
Why
black-
is it that I grew up on a plantation in Alabama under the Jim Crow laws? Why did we do better then than we are now when we really had the laws against us and we as black people were able to do better then than today? Why is that?
Well, because I guess it was so much against us. We have more opportunity now. We have more opportunity.
So we're doing
but-
worse because we
but-
got more opportunities?
Well, and then the system has brought the drugs in.
But what made them
uh,
take the drugs? The system didn't bring
the
them
pre-
in and put them in your throat.
The stress
What
or the
made them
pressure.
take them?
The stress or the pressure. Have you ever been on drugs? Do you drink? Or have you ever been on drugs?
I used to smoke pot.
Okay. What made you smoke?
Lack of character.
Okay.
I was angry and lack of character, so I smoked the pot so I could feel better.
Okay.
Didn't no system do it.
Well.
I did it
What
to me
made you
because
angry?
I lacked character.
What made
Does
you
that
angry?
make sense?
What made you angry?
I'm gonna tell you that in a minute, but does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Well, society does. It's the pressure on the black man.
So society made them do it.
It's a lot of pressure on the black
And
man. And then we've been flooded. Drugs, they come from other countries.
Right.
I don't have a passport to go get
When
the
you say
drugs to bring it
society,
in.
who are you talking about?
The system.
Are you talking about
I'm
the white people?
Well, no, not necessarily the white people. The system.
Who
I
is the
think-
system?
Those that are in control, those that are ruling.
You mean black people that are ruling?
Who's ever ruling? I
Like-
can't say, I'm not going to place a race on them, but whoever's got the money and who's ruling has allowed a lot of things.
Who
that
is
have-
ruling right now?
Who is ruling? You have government. You have the wealthy that are ruling.
So Obama and his administration and all those black people in control, and then the wealthy white people? Or
Well,
people
I mean,
like
you're
Snoop
putting
Dogg and Oprah and all
No,
that?
they're not wealthy. They may have some.
Oprah not wealthy?
Oprah's doing pretty good. I don't
Oprah
know.
have, Oprah
know how
has
much she
billions
got.
of dollars.
Well, she could be in that ruling class
And
as
so
well.
she
then.
might be doing it to other blacks, making them use drugs and
No,
not
she's
function.
not. With the way society is, with the pressure of not having, and then you having it available to you, just like the liquor stores that are in our communities.
Is it the
and not
liquor
in other-
store's fault that blacks are going in there and buying liquor, getting drunk, or is the black people's fault?
as
You're
far
a
as
preacher.
Yeah, I am a preacher. I don't know what to place to blame. If I said it was because of spiritual warfare.
Is it the
that's-
liquor store's fault?
Well, society has allowed the liquor stores to be there.
So is it the liquor store fault that the blacks are going in there buying alcohol and drinking it and getting drunk and losing their way? Is it the store fault?
Well, it's society and policies that have allowed liquor stores to be on every other corner here, and then you will not find them in Beverly Hills or in other areas. It's society's
Who fault though that they walk in there and buy it?
Well, the pressures of life have ran them in there looking for a way out.
So it's the precious life fault.
Pressures of life that
That
has
old
ran them.
precious of life.
Yes. I mean, the same thing. They were angry. It's like you said you were angry earlier, and you were smoking pot, trying to relieve the pain.
But I didn't blame anyone else for it, though. I didn't blame society. I didn't blame the white man. I didn't blame the system. I knew that I had issues, and that I was doing it to feel good. So I didn't blame anyone for it.
Where did you think your issues stemmed from?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay. Okay.